So it come down to this last game in this second leg game. We are only 1-0 down. We need to score some goals and get through, but both teams will be looking to do the same here. Let's see what we can do. Christ, I'm nervous. Hi guys, and welcome to this video. You could like, share and subscribe to the channel. I'd much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know you like the content. And if you hit that notification bell, it'll let you know when videos go live. Also, the Talking Wednesday, that will be out on Wednesday instead of the Tuesday as per usual, because we normally record on a Monday. So that's why it's not going up until Wednesday. We will tweet about it and get it out. But out, please leave a review. We'll be talking about this match and lots of other things that happened last week. So Wednesday need to turn around this little deficit that we've kind of caused ourselves in the way that we conceded. It's just one of those things that it happens, sadly. And we just need to play our game, know how we can play at home. We are very good at home. But the difference is, since Neil come in, Sunderland are a better away team. They don't concede too many, but they are a little bit better away from home. And they've got that fight-back ability that they didn't have at the bit of the season. And we know what's going to happen, in a sense, because they're very good at going forward. We saw that at their place. They were very, very confident. And we did turn up, but we had a game plan set for it. I don't think that'll be the same game plan tonight. When they go with this lineup, before the game, there was a lot of talk that Bailey was injured. Bailey fine. He did look a bit knocked on at the end of the Sunderland game, but it seems like he's starting. So Bailey Peacock foul in net, Hunt, Story, Dean, Hutchinson, Johnson, Byers, Luongo, Bannon, Windass starts. I think this is a great call by Moore. Gregory, Wildsmith, Palmer, Dunkley, Mendes Lang, Patterson, Berahino and Canberry all make the bench. Now the Sunderland team is Patterson, Wright, Bath, Cricken, Gooch, Evans, O'Neill, Clark, Robert, Pitchard, Stewart. The interesting thing is on their substitutes though. Hoffman, Doyle and Benton. Broadhead is fit for them. Only made the bench, but he's fit. Neil, Mate and Hume. Broadhead is one of those ones that was a big myth for them, but he could come on and change a game, and that's something we're going to have to be well aware of. We do have people on our bench who can kind of change games, but we have got our starting lineup there. That is our starting lineup tonight. Just go out and put it all on the line to a point enough so you can get to the final and then get that recuperation in time ready for the final and work on it. We know who the finalist is. It's Wickham. We know what kind of football they play. But tonight we've got to forget about that because we're nowhere near there yet. This has been half time. We're only 1-0 down. We are very good at home. We score a lot of goals at home. Let's go for it. Let's not play the occasion. And also, not let them get in front to wake up. That cannot happen tonight. We can't have that as the kick up the backside. That needs to not happen tonight. We need to go for it and see what we can do. And hopefully, at the end of this video, I'm talking about going to Wembley and we're preparing for another nerve-wracking kind of game. But let's see what happens. It's the playoffs. Anything can happen. So in that first half, so far, they started off very well, Sunderland. They got very much forward. They had the best first at the half, like 15 minutes. They really were into us. It took us a while to get into our stride, but we eventually got there. But the time wasting a little bit, and I get it. They're going to do that. They want to do it, all that kind of thing. The referee has been shocking for us. Really has. There's been times where we've gone down and then it's no card, but then when then they go down, it's straight to being a card. And it's one of those games where you can feel it, where the referee is going to be the reason why if something happens in this game. And we don't want that to happen. We want it to be a good game of football versus the two teams. Windass have been a threat trying to get onto latching onto balls. Bannon's had a lot more freedom this game. He's been able to get his ball going. There was a cracking chance for Byers. Either side of the keeper, and it's a goal, and it's a really good overhead kick. We've been trying to use our corners well, trying to get to the back post to Jordan Story to head it back in. Windass should have had a penalty. It was a clear stopping Windass from getting to the ball. Didn't get given, but That, like I said, that's just how the refereeing going tonight. And Sunderland time wasting constantly, and I get it, they're going to do that, but it's just annoying. Like, play the game. This is not what you did at home, and I understand that you're going to have different tactics away from home. And we're playing a lot out from the back, and it's okay. We're trying to get ball forward. And we look decent. We look the better team. We look like we're trying to go for it. But it's just trying to get those chances at the minute. And we're not managing to get those chances as of yet. So hopefully we can get them in the second half. Because so far this has been very hard to watch with the refereeing performance. But we can't rely on the referee to get it right. We can't rely on that to be the excuse. But we have to step it up a little bit more now. In going into that half time, we looked the better team. We had more of the ball. We're going forward. And Sunderland have got this thing that they know we're going to have to attack in that second half. We're going to have to go for it even more, which will open little pockets and gaps for them to run into, which we got to be very careful of. That's something I can see happening. But so far, I'm okay with that performance. We need to pepper their goal a little bit more either side and trying to get something going in that sense. But at half time, it's 0-0. We've got a big 45 minutes now. Got to get this crucial goal. And then hopefully we can go on to Wembley. But it's hoofball by Sunderland and the referee isn't helping us really. And with that, really not helping our chances. But we'll see what happens. Second half, we really did go for it. A lot of chances going forward. Just trying to make anything thick. And kept on going, trying to go behind them with Marvin Johnson. And just trying to get their balls in. And there were some really good whipped in balls. And just nothing was sticking. Josh Windass was doing well at hurrying down players and trying to get in behind them as well. And see if we could get him on the break. Baz was doing his usual stuff, but the biggest thing in this was when the injury to Hook came. He went for a header from a corner and he was out of it. He was gone. He blood dripping from his head, and then when they were getting him off the pitch, he was concussed. He was out of it. We were about to bring on Patterson and Mendes Lang, so we had to change it to Palmer and Mendes Lang. And Lang coming on made a bit of difference, getting in behind, trying to get us a bit quicker, trying to get a bit more forward. And fair play to Sunderland. They did soak up a lot of that pressure, and eventually we did get the goal, and it's a good goal by Lee Gregory, a great ball in. But it's just thinking, right, can we go on and get more? And we were attacking really well, but nothing really sticking. And then when we were playing it back to Bailey, we had some time where it was a little bit cagey, letting them get in a bit too close. And you were thinking, when that got to the point of the game where you're like, right, we know there's going to be a lot of added time. The players were down for a very long time and looked really, really injured, and they were flashing heads. And then it was 10 minutes. And when the ball went up for 10 minutes, my heart sank a little bit, because I know, and you know, what Wednesday are kind of like when it comes to things like that. And we were already starting to look a little bit tired at the back, and that's basically what caused it, really. They were managing to run at us constantly, and we were just stepping back. And a lot of that due to a lot of our players were on yellow cards, just stepping back. And they do make it. 95th minute, they make it 2-1 to send them to Wembley. We did get the ball forward. We did try and get things sorted. The referee would pour this game. But at the same time, if you're looking at it on reflection, Sunderland do deserve to win it over both legs. They were the better team at times. We've had this set up on that first bit. And today we did get forward. We just didn't have that lack of cutting egg. And you can look through the season where it was the October to December period where we're constantly losing. The Bolton game. There's so many games you can put your finger on where we screwed it up at the back by not concentrating. That's something we're going to have to do next season. But we'll go again next year. It's gutting to lose in the playoff. Good luck to whoever's going to win that final between Sunderland and Wickham. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Next year, going to be even harder in League One with the likes of Derby County coming down, Peterborough and, Barnsley coming down. You've got Forest Green coming up. You've got Exeter Town coming up. You've got Bristol Rover coming up, and whoever comes up in the playoffs. So it could be very interesting to see what happens next season. It's going to be an interesting one, but at the end of the day, it's a loss. Good luck to the teams, and there'll be a season review at some point. There'll be videos about who we're releasing. I'll be doing videos as who we might be going for in transfers as well, because it'll be interesting to see what Moore does now with a bit of cash, because he's not going to have a lot to spend, but I think there'll be a little bit to spend in the budget for him to go get certain players. We've got to bring the age of the squad down, but we can talk about that more on other things. But at the end of the day, it's a 2-1 loss on aggregate to Sunderland, 1-1 on the night, and yeah, good luck to them in the final.